Well, breaking news coming in this afternoon. The Supreme Court of Appeal wants President Jacob Zuma's lawyers to argue in open court for leave to appeal in the spy tapes ruling. This is breaking news coming through this afternoon with regards to the spy tapes saga, where the Supreme Court of Appeal wants President Jacob Zuma's lawyers to argue in open court for leave to appeal in the spy tapes ruling. Details are just coming in. We will keep our viewers up to date with any developments here. Well, now let's chat to criminal attorney, BDK attorneys, Ulrich Roux, who joins us on the phone line. Good afternoon to you, Ulrich. Just talk us through your initial reactions with regards to this breaking news that the Supreme Court of Appeal wants the president's lawyers to argue in open court for leave to appeal. Is this normally how these things pan out?
Hi, good afternoon. Well, it's certainly not seen to be abnormal. The judges have a discretion whether they want to hear oral evidence or not in evaluating the arguments by the respective parties. So what I think they have decided is that there's such a factual dispute on the papers that have been presented to them that they need to hear oral arguments from the legal representatives in order to make a proper and informed decision. So they would have also then consulted between themselves and found that they need to ask these legal representatives certain questions pertaining to the pleadings before them in order to obtain clarity.
Just speak or talk us through rather, arguments in open court. What exactly does that entail?
Well, currently the Supreme Court of Appeal would have in their possession the pleadings, or the court pleadings as we call them, which is merely documents that have been supplied with, which details the arguments for and against the order that was granted in the application for leave to appeal. And as I said, they would want clarity on certain aspects in these pleadings, and that's why they would have ordered that the legal representatives need to come and argue before them so that they can ask them certain questions in an attempt to obtain the clarity which they seek on the papers.
And with regards to the legal process involved here, how do we see that panning out? What needs to be done in this process?
Well, they will need to give the legal representatives enough time and thus set a date which suits everyone, and then it's merely to go and argue the matter before them. All the arguments have been set out on the papers that is in their possession, but it's merely for the legal representatives now to prepare their arguments and then to go and argue.
Well, thank you very much, Ulrich, for your time this afternoon. We appreciate you chatting to us and clearing up some of those questions. Attorney there, BDK attorney rather, Mr. Ulrich Roux, just chatting to us on the phone line there. With regards to this breaking news coming in this afternoon, the Supreme Court of Appeal wants President Jacob Zuma's lawyers to argue in open court for leave to appeal in the spy tapes ruling. This is breaking news coming through this afternoon. Details are still coming in, but we will keep our viewers up to date.